it's Brooke. I hope you're having a great day. I am going to make my June journal, Creative Daily Journal, June and July, actually, because it is now June 3rd. Yeah, so that's the state of things. If you're new, welcome. We're so glad to have you. If you're not new, thanks so much for coming back, you guys. I appreciate you. We're going to do, I have made the comp book journal on the channel before rather recently. So if you haven't seen me make one of those, it's an altered composition book. And I will link a playlist down below on how I actually make it. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to make some specialty pages for it. So I have a composition book from Walmart. I've already just snipped the threads that run all the way through, and then you can pull the pages right out. So I've done that. And I pulled some papers. So this was a misprint. I do have a few papers that I made that match the Spring Has Sprung kit. And I will post these in the Facebook group if you guys would like them. But these are just to use in the journal along with the composition book pages. This was also a misprint, so I can use that somehow. And then I also have these really pretty Art by Marlene collage papers that I'm going to use. So that will be pretty much what's going in there, plus these few little specialty pages we're going to do. I also have my Project Life fuse tool heating up. Remember these, you guys? I bet a lot of you have them hanging out unused and dusty in your stash somewhere. I have a whole bunch of glitter. I have my little glitter shovel. And because I already started recording this once, I've started making it. So I've got this heavyweight sheet protector. And did I ever show this to you? It's so bad when I re-record. No idea. Heavyweight sheet protectors. These are from Walmart. They're fairly inexpensive. I think these 50 were like $6. And the weight of them is excellent for using the fuse tool. So we'll put those up and out of the way. And what I have done, it's hard to see because of the glare. Let me see. The glare and the sparkle. I took the Hello June or June Hello Sexy sticker from my June journal stickers in my Etsy shop. That will be linked down below as well. And I just printed two of them. One of them I flipped, but I didn't do it right. So that's okay. There's the pattern on both the front and the back. I made sure that my sheet protector has the sealed end on the right hand side. Then I glued the Hello Sexy to the back sheet of, or the back of the inside of the sheet protector. Hopefully you can see that. And then I just started dumping glitter in like a crazy person because, well, it's June. We need to have summer colors and sparkle and fun, right? There's glitter everywhere. Okay, so I did not, did I? I used, let's see. I used these little clay slices that are fruits. These came from Michael's. Glitter stuck to me, oh my goodness. I used this berry blush glitter also from Michael's. I used, what else did I use? I believe I used these little stars that are just in my stash. They're not stars, they're flowers, but they're blue and sparkly. And I think that's all I put in here. Oh, I put in some solid pinks as well. But the more the merrier. And the last thing I want to add, I think, is I've got a big jar of white. Oh, right here. It's not really white, it's crystal. So this I think I got at Walmart, actually. It's Sue Lin Party Blend Glitter Snowy Surprise. So I think the glitter at Walmart is a better deal, frankly. Might want to look there. Some of the specialty things like this, you probably have to get at Michael's. But we were at Michael's last night, and man, it seemed extra expensive. I like to stick my hand in pretty far. to dump in my glitter because we're trying to not get glitter where we're going to use our fuse tool. Oh, that is so fun. So much fun. Okay, so it will not be a problem. It's not that bulky. And because I have my pencil board, when I'm writing in the first few pages of my journal, I can just make sure my pencil board's in there and it will take care of any bumps. I am going to grab a wet wipe. I found these at the Dollar Tree, you guys. They're Huggies, and they have the plastic door, so they stay moist, so to speak. I know you guys love that word, but they stay that way for a lot longer than the ones that just have the plastic film you peel off. So that was a pretty good $1.25 score. Telling you, for real, my Dollar Tree is up in their game. So now we have to decide how wide we want our opening page. Okay, so that's pretty good. I think I got most of the glitter out of there. I do have this tired piece of washi tape, and I'm going to line up the edge of the sheet protector. I know it's hard to see because it's clear and glary, but I just made sure to line up the edge on one of my grid lines. So hopefully I can get moderately close to a straight line, because it'll be where I'm sewing, or I'll be sewing it in. You won't really be able to tell if I go crooked. I just always like to aim for straight. It doesn't really happen that often. Okay, so we have that. Now, how big do we want? The question is, do we want our front page to be as wide as our composition book? And I'm going to say yes. So what we will do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 1/4. 6, 7. All right, so we're going to go to just about, I'm mathing in my head. That's never good. We're going to go right here. It won't be quite as wide. Oh, it will be because I'm going to go over. Okay, so the page is in the composition book is 7 inches wide. I have gone to 7, well, just about 7 1/4. I'm going to take my fuse tool. I forget how to make videos, you guys. Good grief. And I'm just going to run it down the sheet protector. Not really slow, not really fast. You want to fuse it, not melt it. And this Tim Holtz ruler has a metal edge. Make sure you're using the metal edge, but it's longer than the ruler that comes with your tool, which I can't reach right now. Okay, so let's just, for funsies, let's hold up our composition page to make sure that we're somewhere in the vicinity of where we want to be. Yep, I could have made it a little wider this way, but so now I'm going to go over about 1/2 inch, because this is where I will fold it and stitch it into the comp book. So we'll have this fun, exciting little glittery page, and then we've got a little bit of a buffer because it's sealed on both sides. So let's see. Actually, you know what? In hindsight, let's go ahead and seal it twice. So this is our original line where we sealed it. I'm going to do a double line just in case I didn't fuse it well enough. It's back up, you see. And again, not going too slow, not going too fast. Oh, and I didn't go all the way down to where it's sealed at the bottom. There we go. Hopefully that will do it. You should be using, do as I say, not as I do. You'd probably be happier using a more worn out mat, because it does leave some little digs. The self-healing part doesn't necessarily work. Okay, so there's that. Oh, I just love our sparkly opening page. How fun is that? And it says, June, hello, sexy. Oh, that's so fun. So then what we'll do is we'll fold it right here. I wonder if we can get that crease down. Might be able to, might not. Sheet protectors have a mind of their own. So there, we have two seals in between the glitter and the rest of the pouch. Now, here's our other side, right? Oh, it did leave a little bit of a crease. That's cool. We could leave this just as it is and make it a pocket. We could cut it off and attach another piece of paper. We could get fancy and do something else. We need a double-sided piece of paper. Sorry, just going through my papers over here. Oh, the mess I left when we left. Okay, this is one of those that I made for just my journal that I'll post in the Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, come up and join us. There's a little information card up there. It'll take you right over. Just make sure to answer those 3 easy questions so I know you're a person and not a bot. I'm concentrating here. You know, it takes a lot. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how wide our page is. Wait a minute. I gotta go get a different printed page, you guys. This one's gonna fold like right in the middle of the journal section. I don't want to do that. So hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I found a scrap of the Art by Marlene paper that I've been using. Love this paper, and I think Danielle is getting more from me. If you guys want some, absolutely go check out Gypsy's Craft Nook. Danielle will be listed down below. And that is where I get this terrific paper. So that fits, actually that scrap fit in there perfectly. It's a little wide, but I think I'm going to leave it that way because I don't know what I'll want to do when I get to that page. So it's not just hanging around looking empty. And then, do you think we want to cover this with washi tape? I think maybe we do. This was sitting just behind me, so I grabbed that. Will it stick to the sheet protector? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Maybe we'll give it a little glue just to help it in case it wants to be naughty. I always have such a hard time doing this. Oh, the glitter's sticking to it. This is a messy project, you guys, just so you know. It's worth it, but it's messy. This glue is just the wrong width for me to hold in one hand. Now it's fighting with me. Okay, that ought to do it. So let's go ahead and run that about half of the washi tape on this side. Go ahead and cut that. Give it a little burnish just on the top half. Flip it over. Maybe I'll put some more glue on it on that half just to help it. I really am highly suspicious of washi tape. Oh, that wasn't, well, I guess it was close to half. Meh. I think I'm going to put another strip in. Well, wow! The sheet protectors are so slippery. Let me trim this out. As usual, I'm making this look 20 times harder than it is. So we've got a nice little trim there. And I do think that I will put another strip just to cover this white. I know it's terribly, terribly glary, and I apologize. But it's plastic. And it was fun to find my fuse tool. I've been making little pouches and all kinds of fun stuff. Don't you crinkle up on me. So anyway, Mark and I went. I know I've been missing in action, and I apologize. Mark and I have a really good friend who lives down in southern Maine on the coast, and he has a very successful plumbing and heating company, and he already works like all the hours that God sends. The man works all the time. And he decided to buy a little storefront on the beach. Old Orchard Beach is the name of the town. Super cute. But he thought that would be fun, just to have another thing going on. I don't know why. But at any rate, it's one of those places where you take a picture, they take a picture of your eye, and then they isolate the iris and do art with it. And the gal that was supposed to start and be the manager and do all the photography and Photoshop and run the register and manage the store basically decided at the last minute that, yeah, she didn't really want to do that. So our friend called us panicking, and Mark and I went down and we learned how to do the whole thing. It was so fun. He's a camera whiz, so he learned how to do the photos because you have to get so close. And I know how to do Photoshop already, and after 100,000 years in retail, I was fine with the registers. And so it was fun. We did that for several days, and I think we really helped out, and it felt good to help him out. He's a good guy. Plus, we got to stay at the beach for a couple days, and the weather was absolutely remarkable. So that was nice. And that was our good deed, but I have been gone away without leave for almost a week. And when we came back, we were so tired. So, at any rate, that's where I've been. I apologize. If you didn't see it on Instagram or in the Facebook group, I did post a picture of my eye. That was our test, making sure we knew how to take the picture and bring it into Photoshop and print it on the big fancy printer and all that good stuff. So it's kind of cool. If you guys have never seen one of those, it's kind of nifty. I wanted to do Mark's eyes because he has these beautiful blue eyes, but he couldn't open his eyes wide enough. So you have to like make sure that your lid isn't covering any part of the iris, which is a little harder than it sounds. Okay, I'm just looking for my composition pages so I can show you how our cover page is going to look. And when I'm using a composition book, I do 2 pages and glue them together to give them a little stability. So when you open the journal, I love it. That white really helps it pop. We've got June, hello, sexy. I could have made that a little bigger, but there you go. And I do like how the washi tape looks on the bottom. So that's going to be our cover page, and then on the back, there's that. And because we just slid this tag in here, we have options on what we want to do. When I get there, I could cut it down. Lots of different choices. So, or put something else in the pocket entirely. I could decide to put more glitter in here and use the fuse tool again to seal it up. That will be a decision for future me when I get there. So that's kind of fun. I don't know if I'll make another one for July. Again, a decision for a different day. But what I will do is go through and switch between composition book pages. And as I said, I glue them together and then I washi the edges. So there's 2 of those. Here's one of the journal pages I made, I forgot to trim them out because my printer is still printing with a border. But before I sew it, I'll just trim off that white border. It's not a problem. And then let's put in one of these gorgeous Art by Marlene pages. They're very thin, but I'm okay with that. If I need to glue something else on it when I get there, no problem. Maybe it's a quiet day and there's not much going on. That is fine too. I do like having some pages like this, and I've said this before, but some digital pages, because sometimes you just don't feel like doing a whole bunch of color and art and stuff. And so this one's pre-made for you. And that gives you more time to work on some of the composition book pages and be a little more elaborate with them. And that is white on the inside, which normally makes me crazy, but I'm going to try to live with it. So there's 1, 2. These pages are super thin. Okay, so there are 2 pages. Again, I could jelly print on these, but I can also jelly print on them once they're bound in. I'm not going to, did I already say it out loud? I'm not going to count the cover page as a page. So, let's see how many pages we have. 1, 2. Oh, that's not 1. This is 1. Boy, I just don't listen to myself, do I? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the middle, so we need 2 more pages in here. We'll do another one of our printed ones. What I might do is put this at the front. I love this star pattern. And again, I'll cut down the white borders before I sew it in. I can't figure out why. I've been trying for like 2 months to figure out why in the world my Epson printer just all of a sudden started printing borders and how to fix it for my iPad. So that would be the cover. So what's that? That's 7 pages. Oh, I don't know if I like that as much. Nope, that's going to have to go in because I don't like it as much. Oh my goodness, there is glitter everywhere. Beware. So put this one there. That's 7. What else did I bring over for pages? I've got the stack off to my left and yet another crazy pile. I thought I had some of this neon paper buried in there. So this is neon. It's not cardstock. It's heavyweight paper weight. I'd say it's like 32 pounds probably. And I love it. So let's go ahead and put that in the middle. That'll be our middle page. And then let's see how long. We've been going for like 20 minutes. Oh dear. Do we have time to do one more? I could just talk forever. Okay, you guys, this has gone on long enough, I think. I'll come back real soon, probably tomorrow, and we'll work with this butterfly. I did glue it together. It's a cricket image. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I wanted to do something in the middle of the book. And then we've got our beautiful cover page. And as I said, it is June 3rd, so I need to put the journal together. But I think what I will do is go ahead and do my journaling before I bind it in. That way I'm not getting behind again. All right, so that will do it. Thank you so much for coming to visit. Sorry that I was all over the place. Hopefully I'll get back in the swing of recording, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.